Hi guys, Forgotten Wolf here, and this is my NFL free agency predictions. Of course, free agency is going to start very soon. So, here we go. Let's begin with the quarterbacks. Of course, you got... So, I'll start off with Sam Darnold. I predict he's going to the Giants, 5-year, $275 million. I think they're dumb enough to pay him. I think he's going to fail there. So, it would be funny. This is recorded after the Geno Smith trade, by the way, which severely impacted my predictions. Justin Fields, I think he'll be back in Pittsburgh on a 1-year, $20 million contract. Then we'll go to Russell Wilson, who I think will become the next quarterback of the Jets on a 2-year, $26 million deal. Nothing significant, but still. Kirk Cousins, I think he'll be cut, and I think he'll be signed by the Colts to compete with the starting job there. Aaron Rodgers to the Seahawks, and Gardner Minshew to the Titans, since he goes from NFC South team to NFC South team. And if you're wondering about Daniel Jones, I think he'll stay with the Vikings. As for the running backs, I think Aaron Jones will end up going to the Broncos. That makes sense there. I think J.K. Dobbins will re-sign with the Chargers. Najee Harris will end up going to the Raiders to pair with Geno Smith and Pete Carroll. Of course, he's a very physical runner, and the Raiders, I could see them doing that. And Nick Chubb, I could see the Chargers, since they just cut Gus the Bus. Now, on to the wide receivers. I think Chris Godwin will stay with the Buccaneers 4 years, $80 million. Devontae Adams, I think he's going to go to the Chargers, 2 years, $34 million. Amari Cooper, I think, to the Rams, 1 year, $11 million to replace Cooper Kupp. Stephon Diggs to the Steelers, 1 year, $14 million. They desperately need help at wideout, so I think that makes sense. I think that Darius Slayton will end up re-signing with the Giants, and I think the Titans will get a weapon for whoever they pick out, one to be their next quarterback, and by Diami Brown of the Commanders. As for tight end, I don't know one of note. Offensive tackle, only one since Ronnie Stanley just got paid. I thought he was going to go to the Bears. I think Cam Robinson will go to the Patriots. He's one of the best tackles available, so it makes sense. As for guard, Will Fries, I think will go to the Patriots. They need help on the offensive line. Kevin Zeitler, I have going to the Texans. They need help in the interior. And Mekhi Becton staying with the Eagles. That's good for us. I think at center we will see Josh Myers go to the Panthers. Actually, no, he got paid. That's okay. Previously, something I would like to mention: Tyler Lockett to the Raiders. I think that's going to happen. Edge rusher. I have Joey Bosa going to the Bears on a 5-year, $125 million contract. He just got cut. Harold Landry got cut by the Titans. I think he'll go to the Eagles. 3 years, $45 million. The Eagles are heavily rumored to be wanting a pass rusher, so this makes sense. Azeez Ojulari of the Giants, I have him going to the Panthers. 2 years, $26 million. DeMarcus Lawrence stays in Dallas. David Odeyingbo, I think, will go to the Lions. Chase Young to the Raiders. They need help on the defense. Khalil Mack, I think he'll stay in LA. I think Hassan Reddick will go on a 1-year contract to the Niners. Of course, Robert Saleh did great in San Fran when he had 2 edge rushers. And Malcolm Kuan to the Raiders or Falcons. I think he'll go to the Patriots. And then the big one, Josh Sweat, I have signing for the Commanders, becoming a traitor. I have Jonathan Allen, who just got cut, signing with the Titans. I have B.J. Hill signing with the Niners. I have Calais Campbell going to the Vikings. Levi Onwuzurike re-signing with the Lions. And Javon Hargrave being cut by the Niners, going to the Dolphins. As for linebacker Dre Greenlaw, I have him leaving the Niners and going to the Commanders, 5 years, $75 million. I have Nick Bolton leaving the Chiefs, 5-year, $100 million, because I don't see how the Chiefs are going to pay Bolton. Jameen Sherwood, I have him go to the Falcons. I have Ernest Jones staying with the Seahawks. Now, cornerback. We got quite a few on the move. I have Carlton Davis staying in Detroit. Charvarius Ward leaving the Niners for the Bengals. They could need help there. DJ Reed going to the Steelers. Byron Murphy, if he's not already re-signed, staying with the Vikings. Asante Samuel, I think he's going to go to the Niners. Paulson Adebo goes to the Chargers. Christian Fulton, the Chargers' other cornerback, I have him go to the Jags. Then James Bradbury, who got cut by the Eagles, signing with the Bucks to replace Jamel Dean, who I think he actually did get cut, going to the Bears. I have Darius Slay returning to Detroit because, well, it's a bit poetic. And as for safety, oh God, this is impossible. Javon Holland, I have him going to the Vikings on a 1-year prove-it deal. Javon Morig re-signing with the Raiders, and Justin Reed, who I don't think will be back in Kansas City because I don't know the Chiefs are going to pay him. I have him going to the Jags. And Talanoa Hufanga, I have him going to Dallas. He's had injury problems, and well, the Cowboys don't really care about that. Now, let's go on to the trades. These are the juicy ones. Cooper Kupp, I have being traded to the Broncos. They need to find weapons for Bo Nix. So this makes sense. Another wide receiver, DK Metcalf. I reckon the Seahawks are blowing him up. And, of course, there was the Packers report from a while ago. I think the Packers will acquire him. As for another receiver, since I have Rodgers going to Seattle, I have the Seahawks acquiring Alan Lazard from the Jets as kind of a replacement for Metcalf. Pretty crappy replacement. I mentioned the Packers earlier. I have them dealing Jair Alexander to the Commanders for a fifth. Alexander's done with the Packers, and the Commanders were disappointed in Marshawn Lattimore's play, so I think this makes sense. And one of my last trades, I have Trey Hendrickson being traded to the Commanders, who get 2 brand new edge rushers, which would be terrifying. So yeah, let me know what you think of my predictions. Until next time, bye!